the movie Brown Sugar, Intimacy Part 2. I want to talk about the movie Brown Sugar first because I connect with it so much on many levels. You know, I done had two female friends I was real close to that remind me of Sid, and I was like, they take digs. But I wanted to go into it more, how I relate to the movie. Brown Sugar, it's about two childhood friends that grew up loving hip hop. And throughout their childhoods and adult lives, they always remained tight. As adults, people on the outside wonder how can two grown attractive people interact and be so close to each other for so long without being intimate. But all that sexual tension soon built up and it came into play. One night, Taye Diggs got closer to Sid, even with the sex happening and it being passionate, intense from all that built up tension over the years. That's when it's good. When it's built up, the tension got built up, that's when it's good. The emotional bond, mental, and spiritual connection they had built up over time didn't let that one night of physical passion interfere with the love and the foundation they had strongly built. It's because he had a permanent place in her conscience, as well as in her heart, and vice versa. And how that relates to me is, I had two female partners, and I met both of them in different high schools. But the first one, I met her in like, I think it was fifth grade, and we was tight on through till we graduated after after school whatever. But we got tight in the fifth grade, and what so happened was we went to like the fifth all the way up, man, to like the 11th grade. I mean, I say the 10th because I transferred in my 10th year, in my 10th grade year. I went to another high school, but me and her remained tight. And she would always like, even when we was like young, she would run stuff past me first, and certain ideas she would have for herself, like going to college. Man, like she would just always always come to me about ideas, but that just helped build our emotional connection up even more with us just getting close just by talking, having those deep conversations and stuff like that about how we want graduate high school, go to college, kids, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So she'd always come to me with certain ideas, but I think, let me see, one night she came and got after work, and she called me. I could tell something was in her voice that didn't, it wouldn't resonate with me. It didn't sit well because I just picked up on the senses. By us being so close, I could pick up on certain things that wasn't right with her. So I could tell in her voice something was wrong. But when she called, but see, she came over my house, and it was like late. Now I never went over her house like real late. I never stayed real late. I never went over there real late. But this time, man, it was like probably like 11:30, 12. But anyway, when I got in the car, her facial expression changed. And then see when you like admire somebody and you respect that person and you just, man, when you see that type of person that just, man, you could be having a bad day and that person you see that you just admire so much, it brightens your day, man. And it just, it was that way vice versa, what I'm saying. But she just, I could tell there was something wrong when she pulled up in my yard. But when I got in the car, she saw me, her face like brighten up. And you get that from a person that you admire and you respect and you got certain love for. You do that. So when we drove to her house, and I told her, man, you need to take a shower, man. You doing, she was pouring with sweat, from getting off work that late. But I went in her room, sat down, and I was talking through her through the shower. The shower, the door was open, and her room was right next to the bathroom. And we was talking, and she was talking about stuff that was going on at work, and and problems with the family, whatever, school or whatever like that. And I was telling about school or whatever like that. So as we were talking, the conversation it just changed. And she was talking about how she been attracted to me over the years and stuff like that, and we just got close, and she had a certain love for me, and I could tell it was about to get deep because when she came out of the shower, just like the movie Sydney, Sanaa later came out of the shower with she had that towel wrapped around her when Taye was over her house. And she did the same move, man. And she came out with the towel wrapped around her, and she was just talking to me. Her eyes was watering up, and I could tell, it was just, something just happened, man. My skin with the, crawling, I just felt something. So, man, with the talking, this thing, she was telling me, that we were so close or whatever, and she really liked me a lot. And man, this thing before I knew it, man, and like even though we didn't love each other, we had a love for each other. But when When two lovers gaze into each other's eyes, they hearts synchronize. And man, our hearts was beating at the same time. Boom, 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 boom. And boom, the towel dropped. And man, over the years, she developed real well, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, she was young, but she was ready. And her body was, man, the nakedness tell the truth, players. And man, when the towel dropped, man, it just boom. It was just intense, man, passionate, you know. So, you know, we got the physical part, you know, we got it in, and then, you know, we never changed, you know. So even to this day, we still tight. But then I transferred after that one, and I met my second female partner. Man, she was tight. Like as soon as I transferred to her school, man, we was tight. Like she was into sports like me. She was a cheerleader for the football team that I played for. I played ball. I ran track with her. She played basketball. I would come to her games and watch her, you know. So man, we just had a tight bond. Like so we met, it was a tight bond. She had guys, and she would introduce me to her friends or whatever. So we was tight, you know. And then we graduated, went to college. Our colleges was close too, and we still was tight. We still call each other, check on each other, you know, every now and then, you know. And even after college, we still remained tight. But years after college, man, she was so busy moving around. Her job was taking her all kind of places, man, and so she decided to move back with her mom for a little while. I think she moved from California. And one night, one day she called me, and I went over to her mom's house to see her. You know, me and her mom was cool. And we talked for a while. We was in the car, man, for about, well, her mom was gone. And we was in the yard, man, just talking, man. Cause like I said, we ain't seen each other for a while. Just actually sat down and talked. So I told her that night I was going to watch my old high school football team play. I said, does she want to come? You know, cause we went to the same school. And at first she was like, yeah. But I said, okay. So then I left. And but she didn't make it. I think something came up with her. She didn't make it with her. And but later on that night, after the game was over, now I went home, and then she called me, and I said, "What happened to you?" She was like, "I couldn't make it, something, so whatever." I went home. She said, "Hey, I want to come over there with you." But she said, when I get over there, I got me a little something to drink. So I don't want to leave, cause I'm gonna be a little tipsy. I want to, you know, be driving drunk. I said, "That's cool." I said, I got a pad, whatever. You know, come on over. So she came over, and man, I had some sweatpants out for her and a t-shirt. So when she got a shower, she had something to wear, cause she was really sweating, man. And it was the same play, man, as the one in high school. The same play, man. Taking a shower, and this time, when I left her stuff in the room, I left out for a minute, and I let her, you know, go ahead and do her thing. So when I came back in the room, you know, she was drying off. You know, she was dressed up, had my stuff on, man. She sat down. And the same thing, man. Like I said, we had love for each other, and like I said, when two lovers gaze into each other's eyes, they hearts synchronized, and we just were talking, man, and bonding again. And one thing left for you know, but this would let me know it was real. When we started talking and we started kissing, I started getting on her neck. I went to reach for her sweatpants to pull them down, and before I could do that, she stopped me. She said, "Before we do this, I still want our relationship to be the same. I don't want nothing to change." So that let me know then it was serious between me and her. It was beyond the physical. It was really a serious connection between me and her, because she was thinking that, you know, like most guys, they tell a girl, you know, they'll be, you know, the man for sell all kind of dreams, and then when they get the kitty cat for a minute, they dip off. So she felt that, you know, she didn't feel it with me. She just wanted to make sure that our friendship still stay tight and connected even after this. See what I'm saying? But that let me know when she stopped me. She had her hands on my wrist, and she let me know right then. Let's don't let our relationship change after this. So that let me know it was serious, man. And you know, we got it in, got intimate, whatever. Hey man. Hey man, you know, I salute it, man. You know, the same deal. But what I learned from that movie, and what I learned from experiencing that in life too, I always said to myself, when you're gonna take somebody serious, build the foundation in a relationship beyond the physical. And let it be an emotional, mental, and spiritual connection also, because still to this day, me and my two female partners, we still cool. You know, to this day, you know, years after high school, college, or whatever, you know, into adulthood, we still tight. So that let me know then, when you build something and you serious about this person, build it beyond the physical. Make sure it's a physical, emotional, and mental and spiritual connection also. Make sure y'all have the same similar values in life, beliefs, You know what I'm saying? Core values and beliefs. You see what I'm saying? Respect, the communication, the trust. So that's why I really just got that from, was just, that's what I learned from that movie and from the experience in my life. Build beyond the physical. Because if you build it with the physical only, it'll fade away very fast. But intimacy part 2, some of the things I left off from my other video. I wanted to hit on uh happiness is not the absence of problems, it's about the ability to deal with them. Fight through it and get over them. Sex can serve different purposes, whether it's a form of bonding, type of expression, connection, intimacy, feeling of love, and desire. Connect those feelings to the act of physical sex. That's what I wanted to say about that. And even though it's hard to admit fault, but doing so infrequently can keep a relationship rock solid. And then what I mean by this is just letting your partner know that, if you made a mistake, let them know that you hit them, you got love for them, you respect them. And when y'all don't see eye to eye, y'all had a bad argument, man. Y'all been going back and forth, man, but you had a bad argument when y'all couldn't see eye to eye. When y'all couldn't see eye to eye. And you can make the difference in terms of the health of your relationship in the long run just by just admitting. Now, when I admit my faults or whatever in a relationship, I do it because I'm a man first. I don't do it for them. But at the same time I'm doing it, I get that respect in return. I'm leading by example too. But I'm doing it because I'm a man first. And a man's supposed to take ownership and own up to what he did wrong. So that sets the example with her. I'm a man, I own up to what I do. See what I'm saying? I ain't doing it for her, I'm doing it because I'm a man, but in return that gets her respect. Because I want to set the tone and the example that, hey, if I can admit my faults, you can too. See what I'm saying? But I'm admitting my faults because I'm a man first. So I want to get that out the way. Okay. Now the trust thing. Trust is hard to build but easy to break. It's the major component of the relationship. It's the major key component of the relationship, marriage. It's the most important, but it's built through small moments of intentional effort over time. It's the most important, but it's built through small moments of intentional effort over time. Now, dishonesty can poison the soul in a relationship. Dishonesty can poison the soul in a relationship. A bond is only as lasting and strong as the truth is built upon. A bond is only as lasting and strong as the truth is built upon. Now, well-established, long-withstanding, or truthfulness, that shows consistency. So that means if your partner hears something about you that maybe you didn't tell them, but they heard something about you, whatever, they wouldn't just go off of that. They would go off your consistency rather than hearing it from somebody else. You see what I'm saying? But if you was always an inconsistent guy, always, messing around, getting in trouble, they go believe the outside more than you because you haven't showed them no consistency. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say a well-established, long-withstanding, or truthfulness, and that shows consistency. Communication needs to be very cooperative, consistent, direct, upfront. Getting back to your partner, if it's a missed call or text message, your partner should be the first to know and not leaving out no details. Whether it's good, bad news about the finances, family issues, promotions, layoffs, firings, crisis. That's what I mean. You gotta be upfront, leaving out no details. And I wanted to hit you with one more. Now this one is important too. Realize we are naturally selfish beings. What I mean by that is self-preservation is the first rule of life. Number one, self-preservation. You gotta take care of yourself first. So that's what I mean by naturally selfish. It's natural to self-preservation is natural. You gotta take care of you first. But realizing we are naturally selfish beings and learn to be humble and selfish is difficult. Relationship takes work, maintenance, and building. It is not a 50-50 split, but a 100% effort. Realize that the feeling of love can come and go, but that choosing to love the other person is intentional, hard, good, and beneficial. Now, feeling of love can come and go. That's why I say you can't have a feeling of loving someone. It shouldn't be a feeling. It should be a choice, and choice is action. Choosing to love someone is an action. That's what love is. Love is action. Because when you feel like loving someone, that love can go. It can come, it can go, it can come, it can go. But when you choose to love someone, that's action. It can be intentional, hard, good, and beneficial for a relationship, marriage. Alright, players, I want to chop that to you, man. Exchange that game with your players. Respect.